visual world is this tiny band, but we are stuck on that television channel, for example, and that head is connected to this channel. The head perceives everything through the five senses, and the five senses are connected to this channel. So if you only come from the five senses, this channel will only ever perceive and ever get your fix on reality form. And this is being the game. This is how the cult works. All psychological. They have manipulated people to perceive only through the five senses, which basically their head, and to isolate our perception in this narrow band of frequency, and then they control the information we receive within that frequency. This is control of the media, control of the Silicon Valley in the United States, the technological, like Gates and the rest. And what they are doing, they are isolating our consciousness in a very narrow band, and they're programming that isolated consciousness with perception of reality. This is the human world. And because of this program, perception, people are so, not all of them, but it's changing, but the vast majority are so predictable. Press enter people, especially the evil ones, so predictable. You see different cultures on the same pattern. Hello, ain't you gonna change anything? Be creative, be a little bit creative. But this here, it's a point of a vortex. It's the chakra, the crown, in an energetic level, what it looks like. And this is the true spiritual heart. It have an effect on the physical heart. This is the true heart, the heart chakra. You have the crown and they have the vortex of the heart. The heart is the main. This obviously have the magnitude. This can create your whole reality. And this what is love. People think is love. I love you, darling. I love you. There is a level of it, but it does not come from that. Love will always do what it knows to be right. It respect, irrespective, and it doesn't even consider consequences. Because to consider consequences would be to consider not doing what you want to do, what to be right. Like acquiescing. If you don't take the vaccine, if you don't do this, consequences. Come on, how many consequences you're gonna give me? 10? Gonna give you 100. If I'm gonna think about all this and I don't do what you're telling me to acquiesce, you never. When you operate through the five senses, you are in this world and you are of this world. When you operate from here, what you know to do right, what you know what's right, of a much more expanded in the word terms of perception of reality that you are experiencing when people go through this heart opening process, doing from the heart what's known to be right without thinking of consequences. That's the divine of the consciousness of the awareness. That's the vortex. That's the magnitude that create your whole reality. And this is because of your perception and perspective is now expanding of what you actually looking at. And because in the end, the universe is here to the frequency of the universe, the high vibration frequency, want you to do what is right by you deciding what is right, not by somebody else imposing it in you. That's why it get a prayer winning, even though it's gonna look like he's crazy, he's mad, or you're against the whole tornado. Yeah, don't ever follow the majority. They are dumb. When you come in knowing that what to do it is right, my acquiescing is destroying me and not thinking of my future generation just to be a part of a herd or a sheep. That have a consequences on the long range. On the short range, I want to survive, I want to live, I want to get my stuff, بدي أخلص بقى. But on the long range, No, you never thought of all that. You need the center of attention of the universe to think about, yo, I'm gonna get abused if I say this. I'm gonna get ridiculed. So what? I'm gonna get hated. So what? All that doesn't affect me. Because I believe what it is right in the long run. I'm gonna harvest the advantage of believing what to be right. Maybe I end wrong. I still have the right to be wrong. The right to be wrong have to be maintained. We should not fear to enter the forest because there is a white cat in the forest. What do I know that I should do? And it just does it. And I can tell you from long experience now, that doing what you know to be right, it's not as difficult as you think it is. بيهولوا عليكم. Yeah. Pressure, peer pressure. But once you get out of that box, you will look at them and you will see what's the difference between your vibration and their vibration, what they harvest and what you're harvesting. And I found that worrying about consequences, divine doesn't want you to worry, because he got you. Everything worked together for your sake. He got you. Do what you know it's need to be right. And he got you. Take accountability instead of running away from responsibility. Take accountability instead of blaming others for your mistake. Take accountability so he will get you. You can't skip that. Because you are dictating your life, your reality, your reaction, your action. And the lesson that you take, you don't have to repeat. You don't have that psychopaths that dictating in your life what you should be and what you should say and who you are. Those are psychopaths. Are we gonna go on having these idiots and psychopath combination that runs the whole world dictating our life? How many people gonna lose from it? For how long we gonna go doing this? No. The lesson that you take, the universe will not help those people that are trying to get you back to a past lesson for their own kind of opportunities. No, they must fear the consequences, not you. We're gonna get rid about that. I know that from my own experience. Be strong to put this in a positive perspective and walk in it. Be strong. The universe, the Most High, favor the men that learn lessons and know their mistakes and admit it. But I'm not gonna repeat it. To regret, that means you never learned your lesson. It's for weak people. And we ain't weak at all. My name, weight in the spiritual realm because of how cocky I am. That what people doesn't like, those balls, the whole way. Touch him, motherfucker, and see what's gonna happen. This doesn't come for free.